Happy Friday! What's going on, y'all? It's Nick here with F.O.F. Financial Coaching LLC, and I'm here today to talk about what else? Money. Hope you guys are having a great day today. Hope you guys are enjoying your Friday. Now, you know me as your financial coach. I want to see you do well with money. I want to see you transcend with money. I want to see you be the best steward that you can be with the money that God has entrusted you with, all right? So this right here is a new series. We're going to be talking about legacy for the next 4 videos. I hope you guys enjoy it. I want you to think about what it is that you can pass down to your children, what you can pass down to your children's children, all right? Now, legacy, of course, from financial terms, we're really talking about what type of money, what type of property, what you're actually going to leave them. Obviously, there's much more you can leave in your children, such as who you are, such as knowing God. There's so many other things besides material things, besides money. But I just want to put an emphasis on money because I think it's important to pass on a legacy, okay? This right here is video number 2. So I hope that you guys enjoy these videos, all right? So look, if you want to catch these as well as any of my other videos, please go to my website at www.foffcoaching.com. Now, if you have a question for me or you'd like to get some financial coaching, please don't hesitate. Send me an email at foffcoaching@gmail.com. You can also get at me on the website. There's a comment box there and I will answer it for you, okay? So listen, we're about to get into the video. Hope you guys like it. Hope you guys enjoy it. Thanks for your time. Have a good one. Here's the video. So as far as Abraham, yeah. So we think about where that came from. So Abraham is an interesting case, right? Because he left his homeland to listen to God. And he left with, I don't know how much stuff he had. I don't know how much it talks about of what he had, but he did have something. He didn't start off with just absolutely nothing. So he left his homeland and he went. But then if you guys, so I think I had on here Genesis 13. If you guys go back to Genesis 12, and it talks about how Abraham was in Egypt. And when he was in Egypt, he lied and said that his wife was his sister. And so the Pharaoh actually gave him more money, gave him livestock. So some of his wealth came through dishonest means, right? He didn't do the right thing. It was gifts, but it was gifts based off of his lie.
But no, it was the fear, the king, because he talked. The spirit came and talked to the king and told him, do not touch this man's wife.
Right, but before that, so he didn't know it was his wife. So right, so the king gave him gifts and took care of Abraham because right. So he said he treated Abram well for her sake. So right, so Pharaoh gave Abram a bunch of stuff because he thought that's all I'm saying. Then the Lord came to Pharaoh and said, hey, that's that man's wife, don't touch her. How about it? So he lied and he got stuff through that. He should have. I don't think he did.
But he lied because the wife would have they thought that they would kill her.
No. He thought he was going to get killed.
Yeah, but the guy did it because he thought he can now marry this.
Exactly. So he was out. This is your brother, okay? Yeah. So you're going to be my wife one day. So I'm gonna take care of your brother. I'm gonna take care of you. Everything is good. Right.
Yes.
Right. So that's the point that I was trying to make. With Abraham's situation was very different, but at the same time, if you think about it, and this is what I meant by these are just ordinary people, because we see through Abraham's lineage that he was still blessed. Now, mind you, he was still Abram at the time. He wasn't Abraham just yet. So he was obviously a different person. He was still, he still knew the Lord. He still was listening, but obviously he made a mistake. He didn't do the right thing. And so even with us, sometimes when it comes to getting things or people may get money or something, they may do it through dishonest means, which is not right by any means. We can't say that's okay, but look at God's grace and mercy. So that's something that I wanted to throw out. If you're thinking about legacy, let's think about God's grace and mercy and how those things are passed down. So again, Abram is such an interesting situation. Now, that wasn't his whole wealth. He still had things before, but a part of it was that. But even for some of us, I'm sure a part of us, somehow we got some money in dishonest ways, if we just be honest about it. Like, whether you was a kid, whether you did something like that, you got some kind of possession or something in some kind of dishonest way. Maybe not everybody, but some of us may have. You buy it off the back of a truck because it fell off the back of a truck. You didn't ask no questions, whatever it is it may be. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that's not for me to get into. That's for you and the Lord to talk about, all right? All right, so next, who's the next person? Who's number 2? Isaac. Okay, so where did Isaac get his money from? Where did he get his wealth from? He said from Abraham. So you guys are right. So what scripture was I talking about? It said Isaac sowed the seed. Interesting. What did Isaac do with the wealth that he got from Abraham after his father died? What did he do with that wealth?
Continued to prosper and became very prosperous.
There you go. So what he did was, it said he sowed the seed. So he took what his dad had and he multiplied, he made it more to a certain extent, right? So then who's the next person? Jacob. And so where did Jacob then get his money from? His father. There you go.
Well, he stole it, but Esau gave it away.
He did. Esau did give it away.
He wanted the now.
Yep.
He wanted the instant gratification, which is our problem.
Right.
No,
Right. He wasn't going to die.
He just finished working.
Right. It's like I'm like, oh, I'm starving. Here's what he said. Right. Look, I haven't ate today. I could be like, I'm starving. I haven't ate today. I'm starving.
I would disagree only because of back then, he went out to go search for food.
Brother, he got a mom and a daddy. He's not starving. That's the same thing we do. Don't say, my family. Oh, I'm starving. You just ate like breakfast.
Let's say he really was starving, right? His brother was already in there making some soup. So if he would have said, well, trade me your birthright for this soup, he probably would be like, if he would have said, no, I'm not going to do that, that doesn't mean he still wouldn't have got food.
I don't know, man, it could have been savage.
It wasn't worth it. He gave it up. So let's say that even if that whole situation didn't happen, it didn't happen play out the way it was, because obviously, the Lord's given us a choice, so we have a will too. Yeah. Jacob still would have got it because God had already said it beforehand. It's just the route that they went, they had to be at odds with one another, and that probably was not God's plan at all.
So
but
when Esau write out a will and say, Jacob, you get my birthright.
Right.
Did he do it in writing? Did they sign it in blood?
I don't think that's right. So.
Because apparently Mama didn't hear it, girl. She wouldn't have tried to sneak Jacob in there.
Right. But I think the Lord had told them when they was born, the older will serve the younger. So that would have happened regardless.
I'm trying to help out, but I'm saying, but if Esau said to Jacob, you can have my birthright.
Right.
And Mama knew it.
Right.
Then Mama wouldn't have had to try to deceive that.
That's true.
Well,
That's true.
And I've heard this is birthright, but the other thing is the blessing.
Yeah. So the birthright is that's the double portion of things we're talking about. The blessing, that was when they like straight up lied and got the blessing and everything. Yeah, they straight up it was like trickery. Right.
Say, are you? Because you sound like Jacob.
Yeah.
I am Esau.
Yeah, exactly.
You lied, you know what I'm saying?
Exactly. But that was the blessing. Right. Exactly. But that blessing is a part of legacy too, right? The blessing from a father to a son, from a father to a daughter, like all of those things are blessings as well that again, sometimes we forget about. So we see this whole family line. We got at least 3 people right here, and we see what legacy can do. Exactly. And so we got to keep those types of things in mind though. It's about how things are transferred, how things will go as we go through the lesson. Hey, welcome back, y'all. Hope you guys enjoyed that video about legacy. I hope that you were able to take something from it and you really start to think about what kind of legacy are you going to leave your children? What kind of legacy are you going to leave your children's children, all right? So I know I'm talking from a financial sense, whether it's finances, whether it's property, of how you can pass those things down to the next generation. But think about this too. If they don't know the skills, how to handle that type of wealth or how to handle what you're passing down, that's no good either. So make sure you leave something in them as well, okay? Not just to them, but in them. But both of them are very important. Don't think of one as more than the other, but they're both very, very important things, all right? Because listen, man, you already know, you guys work way too hard. Way too hard to be scrounging, to have nothing left over to give someone else, or hopefully bless them so that your generation can continually do better even after you, all right? So instead, I want you to choose faith over fear for your finances, and of course, Happy Friday!